YouTube, what's up? About to get a lot of enemies here today, but I want to explain how this is all working. Because it doesn't seem like anybody understands YouTube's perspective, and I'll explain in a nutshell. In a nutshell, there's two reasons. Two reasons why YouTube is censoring videos on SARMs and other things that could potentially harm people. Now, YouTube, they're not molecular biologists. They don't know SARMs from steroids, from creatine. They're just normal everyday folk. That's like asking me to explain what a computer processor difference is between an Intel and all the other computer processors. They don't fucking know what they're doing. So what they're doing is they're looking at things that are going on. They're creating algorithms to protect, one, their advertisers. If you're Nissan and you buy an ad and you find out that your truck ad is running on either a very extremist political site or on a video that condones use of SARMs, steroids, and the such, you're going to be pretty pissed off. And the video ads that you see for Neutrogena and all that you'll see on my channel, you know what? They don't want to be seen alongside illegal stuff. Another thing is legal liability. If somebody watches a YouTube video, you're going to see it coming with the bombs, with the bomb building videos, with all this shit, with all the terrorism going on. You're going to see YouTube starting to get sued for the for the videos they put up because they're disseminating information and they're going to claim that they're not censoring enough. There's already a couple issues where kids recommended videos were out of line, where they were, not children appropriate videos. So YouTube was getting a lot of flack for that, which is causing advertisers to drop off. So what happened is YouTube is just trying to protect their own asses. I don't necessarily think it's a political agenda, although they are in California, which is extremely liberal, which means they might have a liberal slant in their thinking. But at the end of the day, I do not think that they're doing anything malicious. I do not think they're going after SARM specifically. What I really do think is they're trying to protect their asses. And that's not with this. Like, remember, they had a big issue with children's videos. All right, children's YouTube channels, and it would recommend things to children that were not appropriate. As someone who's a dad, it made me look twice. Now, if you're an advertiser and you have potentially people watching videos that aren't in your company's ethical sphere, you're not going to be too happy with that. Likewise, if you're afraid of being sued, let's say someone takes something like SARMs. I'm not saying SARMs cause liver damage, but just roll with me here. And it causes someone to have liver failure. There's a chance if they found out to do that dose on YouTube that YouTube can be brought into the lawsuit. And then it creates a whole new quagmire where the courts have to decide what is admissible in court and what is not. So before you go stringing up YouTube, remember, this is a free platform. They took down my channel tomorrow. I'd understand if I did something that violated their ability to make money. Making money is what it's all about. It's about making money. Let's be real. And YouTube is an ad-driven vehicle. It's driven by ads. That's where they make all of their money, through those Google ads. So if you are unable to sustain the advertising revenue, we no longer have this free platform to go on YouTube and present ideas, promote our businesses, and all that good stuff. So I think that YouTube is full right, is just 100%, it's their company. And the thing is, if it gets out of hand, capitalism will take over. I hear that Amazon's coming up with a YouTube type platform. But everybody, everybody who's tried to fucking take on YouTube has failed. What was that? VidMe? There was Vimeo. It's all completely fucked up. So, guys, this isn't about SARS. This is about YouTube censorship. Perhaps you didn't read the fucking title of this live. So, at the end of the day, I believe that you definitely need to look beyond censorship. Look, they're not just going after, Enhanced Athlete. They took down, what's his name? Kenny KO's SARM's channel. Because, again, it impedes their ability in their eyes to sell advertising. And without advertising, YouTube does not exist. So remember that the next time before, you start going off about those evil censorship liberals at YouTube. Again, I've gotten strikes before. it is what it is. And I'm like, well, shouldn't have done that. Wish I knew more. Wish they were a little bit more upfront about it. But, it is what it is. We have a free platform here. People are making money making videos. And people say, what about all the money they put into making videos? No one told them to do that. YouTube can fire you at any time. It's like any other employment situation. So, it is what it is. Call it a day. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and do this. Enough of SARMs. Raf, I did my last video today because they're going to be banned after today. I haven't talked about SARMs in months, and I don't plan on talking about them again. Sick of the government trying to protect us. Well, Martin, YouTube is not the government. YouTube is a private organization. It's Google. They are not the government. They do have their hands in the government's got their hands in their pockets, so to speak, or they have their hands in the government's pockets, I'm sure. But this is not a government organization. This is not the state-run social media. This is fucking private enterprise, and it might be run by people who you might not mesh with politically. It is what it is. It's private enterprise. If you don't like YouTube, start up a competing platform. How many use a lot of protein powder? Many scoops to use a day? Yes, I do. I usually have 6 to 8 scoops of MTS whey a day. Mark, you're on steroids. Shut up. I agree. Me being on steroids completely negates every other opinion, education, certification, and experience I have. I'll completely shut up. Although you did just willingly come on this channel to hear me talk, so telling me to shut up says a lot about your intelligence, sir. Any experience with Epidolon or metformin? No, sir, I do not have any experience. YouTube has been extremely iffy lately. That's the thing is, they've been inconsistent. I used to have Rich talking openly about steroids. That was before this came about, and they never blocked him. So they are inconsistent, but you can always blame that on them not being able to see everything, and they can only operate so fast. Can we talk about women and how they make no sense? They make sense to me. They're the opposite sex. They have vaginas. That's really all I need to know. Are those big hats available for sale? Yes, they are at tigerfitness.com. I'm in the bath as we speak using a penis pump. I didn't know penis pumps were meant for use in the bathtub. Did you look at the Philly Shell Ultra Wump? I did not have time yesterday, and I don't have time today. Is ashwagandha a saturation-based ingredient? It's more of an acute dosed ingredient, but it does have some build-up effect. Ashwagandha, I use KSM 66 in my sleep aid. When's the last time you had fast food? What do you consider fast food? I have Panera Bread just about every week, and that's fast food. It's just healthy fast food. What's our Mark? Happy Thursday. Is there any retail store in Elgin where I can buy MTS? There is a FitRx right up in Algonquin that carries MTS. The tub on the bottom left, slowly inching. Ha ha ha. Watching this from Darwin, Australia, United States Marine, 0500 in the morning. I know a lot of guys who are on gear who take arms in the military. Yep. You know what? I'm all for that, man. We need our military to be big, strong, and fast, right? Everyone, let's all comment roid rage. Piss Mark off, please. Obviously, I'm in a very upset mood, and I will get really, really mad. Grrr. Man, you guys need girlfriends. It's called SARMs. Yes, it is. He can talk about anything forever. He has some brilliance up in that brain. Thank you, Landon. You are too kind. Tommy, get out of here. Tommy's welcome to stay. He's just aiding to the views, man. Mark, you should release your own steroid brand. I'm working on it. Because really, this being a millionaire doing legal stuff really isn't enough for me. What is your thoughts on college? I fucking hate it. That's it. I think college is decently obsolete right now for most professions and trades. I would rather see someone go to a good trade school or get better experience. I don't think college is necessary for most career choices. What about Diamond and Silk? Facebook did them dirty, man. You can't deny that one. YouTube sucks now overall. I disagree. There's a lot of good stuff on YouTube. When I'm driving, I'll watch Joe Rogan. I watch some of my business partner, Mike Rashid, Chris Jones. Obviously, Big Rob did it. All my business partners are always watching their shit. Big J. I love it. Watch Joe Rogan's podcasts. Watch a lot of Ben Shapiro stuff because I find him funny and interesting and intelligent. That's the thing. I like YouTube. And it's a free platform. I fucking love YouTube. What other platform could you use? Right now, there is no real alternative other than posting shit on Facebook or hosting it yourself. What is your current relationship with Jason Blaha? Well, I really fucking hate the guy, but I don't put much thought into him. But what I do know about him, I don't like him. And you go ahead and share that with him because I know that's why you were asking. But he does a hate video on me every week. So I figure, why not egg him on a little bit? It's just good PR, right? If I'm struggling to hit my protein intake, can't afford protein powder, what can I do? Eat more foods that contain protein. Like tuna, chicken, beef, just eat. Do you think eating meat every day is good for me? Yeah, I eat meat every day. Depends what kind of meat. You want to know that crap, not about how YouTube screws people. What do you want? Okay. Mark, there's only like 100 of us listening right now. Please admit you're on steroids. Tommy, I've admitted it 400 fucking million times since I was 27. I've been on TRT since the age of 27. There's videos on the internet, many videos. I've never denied being on TRT. So there's 100 of you listening. Now 100 of you know the same shit the other 99 knew. Tommy, before you know and you look up all my shit, stop being a bitch. There's one YouTuber that's been on the platform for 10 plus years that continue to have problems with I don't even know what happened. Hello, Mark. I powerlift as a hobby and notice my right quad develops faster than my left. Do I need to worry or will they catch up? They should catch up, but I do some unilateral movements just to make sure. Pistol squats are great. Bulgarian split squats are great. Lunges are great. You know. Do you recommend warm-up sets than working sets and only count those? I count all my sets. As long as I'm moving the weight, I count it, but you know, it depends on your program. So if you're doing 5 sets, include a warm-up set, or you do 3 sets and not include them. It's just a matter of semantics, just numbers. Is YouTube opening themselves up for more competition from more open platform? Is this business decision okay because they're a giant? Cody, I don't think anybody's going to take over YouTube simply because they're Google. They're one of the top 5 stocks in the United States, and they just have money and they own the search engines, man. What is the best supplement you know of? Vasky. Do you watch any sports? I do when I have time. I don't really have time. I haven't watched basketball or any of that shit. Do you ever take vacation? If so, where? It seems like you're always working. We go on small vacations, and we also go on a Disney cruise at the end of the year. We're going in December this year. What happens when I eat meat every day? Will I gain weight? If you're above your caloric needs, yes, you will. You need to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight, in a caloric surplus to gain weight. So if you only eat 200 calories of meat, it's no different to your body's gaining weight than if you ate 200 calories of carbohydrate. Do I need to cycle pre-workout powders? I don't feel that mine need to be cycled. Clash, Ruckus. However, you know, I'm not speaking for every brand or every person. Real talk though, when doing keto, what's optimal keto level? I don't like keto. I think it's a pointless way to diet. I think it's stupid. So I'm not the guy to ask about that. We're in the Los Angeles area. Can you get your product? Our entire line is carried at Max Muscle Huntington Beach. That's Max Muscle Huntington Beach. What's your opinion on exotic stimulants such as DMHA, ureagenesis, etc.? Well, they're going to be illegal shortly, shortly, and I don't see them doing much for you. He looks like my left testicle. You have a very attractive left testicle, sir. Best way to limit strength loss when cutting, keep training heavy and don't cut too severe. Meaning, take your time. Joe Rogan is the shit. Completely agree. In your opinion, is there a certain type of alcohol that's not as bad for test levels? For example, malt like Mike's. No, alcohol is alcohol. They're all fucking bad for you. There's no redeeming goodness of alcohol except being able to hang out and bang ugly chicks. YouTube can't take down Kanye West. I think I'm voting for Kanye in 2024. You're one of my favorite. I hope YouTube keeps big names like yours up. Remember, everything Jesus had haters, and he was fucking Jesus. Yeah, you said fucking Jesus. So keep your head on. The people that support and watch your videos, you got it, sir. Mark, just remember, Jason Blaha is a lot bigger in person. I've heard that, Tommy. I'm actually starting to like you. Do you feel there's a need to cycle off test boosters? Barracuda, if it has DAA, I recommend 4 to 8 weeks on, 4 weeks off. And Insurgent is meant to be taken year round. Respect for reading almost everyone's comment. I admire your commitment. Well, I admire you, sir. Ho. TRT Life, you're damn right. How can I get TRT? I want to get to your level. You got to go to your doctor, and if you're deficient in testosterone, he will prescribe you a dosage that'll get you to normal levels. It will not make you huge. Doesn't it suck to know if you're going to be on TRT the rest of your life? Big commitment. Cole, it fucking sucks. I wish I never had an issue, and I wish I never had to take TRT. I fucking hate it. I hate needles. I hate everything about it. However, I like feeling healthy, and I like feeling good. I like having good blood work, and that's what TRT's done for me, but I would much rather be natural. Mark, is it necessary to say? I already answered that. TRT is amazing. Joe Rogan is Advocate as my favorite podcast. Educated fellows, right, Chia? I read that correctly. New podcast episodes coming anytime soon. We have the Tiger Fitness podcast. I'll be on it next week. It's with Brennan, Steve, and myself. What do you think about DIM? I like it. I put it in MTS Nutrition Tyrant. Mad Max, I just got out of knee surgery 3 months ago today. It was my first leg day since, and it sucked. Couldn't do a lot. Well, you know what? You got to start somewhere, but you'll be back. Don't worry. Okay. I think you and Vegan Games would have a good debate. Well, I think we probably would. That'd be fun. What are you up to now? Heavy sets or repping shit out? I do heavy weight at the gym because I do boxing 4 to 5 days a week. So I'm not interested in more muscular, I'm more interested in muscular strength maintenance than in any bit of hypertrophy at this point. Do you plan to do any upgrades to your new Jeep Cherokee? They're really fast, have a lot of potential. No, I don't, because it's a lease and I'm keeping it stock. Can I take an entire can of Vasky for pre-workout? I'm not sure. We haven't really seen that happen, but I think you're joking, and I hope you are. Although it's non-stimulant, nothing bad will happen. How to stop snatching? Just don't do the movement anymore. Can you do a collaboration with TM with Twin Muscle again? It's been a while. It has. We're both so busy, though. Mark, you're making a PWO protein. You could just take machine whey, post-workout, MTS whey, and then you could put Swoley with it, which will be on in the next couple of weeks. Will Natural Light come in different flavors? At this time, we're going to keep it with lemonade because it goes with any flavor pre-workout and BCA. I used to take Explode back in the day, and doc says it's caused my heart PVCs. Listen to your doctors. I'm not allowed to say a doctor is wrong or else I'll get sued. This is why TF and MTS rock. What other CEO answer your questions? Thank you. Rep scheme for squats and deadlifts to build power. Power rep range is 3 to 5 reps usually. If I'm preparing for a show, that's 1 year out. How long should I bulk and cut for? Depends how fat you are. Depends how lean you are. I like to aim to gain 1 to 2 pounds a month when bulking and aim to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week when cutting. I never would let my body fat get above 12 to 15%. And when cutting, depends how lean you want to get. What do you look for when hiring employees? A can-do work ethic, the willingness to to learn, not necessarily knowing everything, but the willingness to learn everything, and just work ethic. Work ethic can replace a lot. Aren't you on TRT because the steroids you taken in the pro days? No, Cole, I was on TRT at 27 years old. At the time, I was a lightweight competitor in the NPC. I got on stage at under 155 pounds. Yeah, I've been on TRT since the age of 27. I got my pro card at the age of 33. So if you do the math, which I know is really hard for you, Cole, you would see that I competed as a natural in the NPC for about 3 years before I jumped onto TRT, which I did not want to do. And since then, I've never competed natural, even when I was natural. Derek, only comment on MTS nutrition or supplements I own. Thoughts on getting more vitamin E into your diet? Well, it depends how low you are. You're the best father figure. Keep up the hard work ethic. Thank you very much. Normal T levels, but erectile dysfunction and low libido. What do I do? Go see a doctor about that. Maybe it's a problem with your relationship. Maybe you're just having trouble emotionally and mentally with your partner. Will you be attending any national shows this year? I'd love to meet you. Not to my knowledge. Do you buy your meals or make them? I cook my own food. So no fight this June. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We might do a tune-up fight this June. That's a probability, but we don't have anything set up yet. Will Sully, I'm guessing Sully come in different flavors, just on flavor to start. Opinion on nootropics such as alpha GPC, Noopept, etc. Should they be cycled? Mental Joules is what I recommend, and it should not be cycled. It should be taken every day. Heavy volume versus time under tension, which do you prefer? I just did a video on time under tension, Anything that requires you to count during a set is kind of weak. Ever come to upstate New York? Diesel Cock, great name. I will be at the Real Weights for Real Heroes. If you look at my Instagram, I just posted it right now. Instagram is at Marc Lobliner. RealWeightsForRealHeroes.com, July 21st. We will raise $75,000 for the Semper Fi Fund. Narush, feel free to start this video over when I'm done. Do you recommend carbs at the end of a workout? I take 2 scoops of MTS machine whey peanut butter fluff. One guy told me I should do 2 scoops of smoothie powder on top. It depends on your caloric needs, but I do like my carb 10 or a banana. I would take carbs post-workout if your diet allows it. Can you suggest me a good European company sub? Because I order from US. Honestly, just go with A-List Nutrition, and they carry MTS Nutrition. They're in the UK. What did we hit at the gym today? I'm training tonight. It's leg day. Why do some bodybuilders say that gummy bears are good to take after workout? Because they're made of dextrose, aka glucose, which is the fastest carbohydrate. I personally don't like putting dextrose in my body, but some do. New trend supplement. Let's just talk about MTS. That's all I'm here for. Why don't we? I'm going to be, Doug and me, we're busy. We do other things. Doug and me are actually going to be at Body Power in the UK together on May 11th at the same booth. Mark, can you do a video on SARMs, TRT, and Jason Blaha? No. What's the closest pre-workout to rival the original craze? Nobody's stupid enough to put methamphetamines in their pre-workout and risk spending their life in prison. So I'd say just take Ruckus or Clash. What age have you been a TRT since? What is your weekly dosage? Since 27, and I keep my medical stuff to myself other than the fact that I'm on. So as far as specifics, I'd rather not get into that because that's due to my body, my biochemistry, all that. Have you tried reaching out for figure names for Real Heroes? Yeah, I sent a message to a couple of those guys. Favorite superhero? I've always been a fan of Captain America. Peak physical or good while cutting? It absolutely is. Can you still gain a lot of muscle naturally? Over 40 will have small calves for lunch. If your calves are still small at 40, they're never going to be your biggest muscle group, but you can make them better. Favorite role model? When I was growing up, my role model was Kirby Puckett. Mark, what best helped me if I'm taking metformin? If it's doctor prescribed, just take it so you don't die from diabetes. Do you take testosterone? I'm on TRT. There was no hate intended. Most bodybuilders resort to TRT for other reasons. Cole, I'm not most bodybuilders. I started it before I even was before I was a good bodybuilder, but that wasn't the reason I did it. On a prep, do you recommend a one day, 0 carb day? No. Kids will kill your T levels. LOL. 25 and found out my levels were under 115. Don't settle for the Clomid. Doctor will try and prescribe. Go for HRT. JB, I usually agree with that. What steroids do you recommend? None. I took 1 scoop of Clash and a scoop of Ruckus and boom, had the best pump ever. That's a lot of stims, man. Do you invest in individual companies or mutual funds? I have a very varied portfolio, so to speak. So I invest in a lot of different things, including mutual funds, but I also invest in a lot of companies. A lot. My natural test is 600, but I feel better at 1200. Not tired and better libido. Do you think it would be worth staying on? I would talk to your doctor. Cecil Fielder, I remember him. Best things to consider before hiring employees for your business. Well, just take a look at their work ethic and how they perform in the interview. Do you use isolate or whey, or is a Tiger Fitness group on Facebook? That's not a game.